Hey everybody, it's Naya. Welcome back to Naya Reads and Smiles. Welcome back to another morning reading vlog. Okay, so what am I reading this morning? I actually am reading 2 books right now, which is pretty good. I almost started a 3rd book, but I told myself that we're not gonna start any more books until we finish the ones we've started. The eternal struggle of a bookworm. Before we talk about the books, we gotta do a book look. All I did was stand up on this chair and I'm like out of breath already. Today's book look was inspired by the book I am currently reading, which is 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. We're already in the second half of May and I'm already behind on my TBR, so I told myself I have to focus on my TBR book, and I'm currently 100 pages into this book and it is so good. I didn't know Elizabeth Lim actually wrote 2 other books. I only have the first book because I cannot for the life of me find where I put the second book, Spin the Dawn, and I read this book back in 2019, I think. Spin the Dawn was a Project Runway meets Mulan retelling story, and it was fantastic. It was full of magic, and our main character, she competes in this like sewing competition to become a tailor. Flew through this book and it was so fun and so fast-paced and just a really fun weekend read. Being in this magical mood, I decided to pick up 6 Crimson Cranes, and I got 100 pages into it last night. It takes place in the same world of Spin the Dawn, but there's a completely different map in the beginning of the book. I just love books with a good map. Like look how beautiful this map is. Like, you know a book's gonna be good when the map is so detailed that it takes you like 10 to 15 minutes just to go through all the different locations. Some of you might be familiar with the classic story The Wild Swans, which was written by Hans Christian Andersen, I believe. This book is actually a reimagining of that classic tale in which a princess, all of her brothers get turned into swans, something, or she has to do something in order to turn them back into humans. The author also mixed a lot of Chinese and Japanese folklore and legends within this story. In this book, we're following our main character Shiori, and she is the character on the cover here, which the cover is so beautiful, you guys. She is the princess of Kyoto. Shiori has 6 brothers who she loves dearly. It's her betrothal day, so she's about to be married off even though she's only 16. Not looking forward to, because it means that she has to leave all of her brothers and just completely leave her kingdom because she's marrying someone in a completely different territory. Shiori also has a secret. She is able to wield magic, which in the kingdom of Kyoto, there's no magic, or said to be no magic. Her magic is so cool. Like, for example, she has this little paper bird that she's brought to life and can actually talk to her. Also has a stepmother who she finds out is actually a sorceress, or in the book she calls her a demon. There's like demons and dragons and just all sorts of different magical creatures in this book. The stepmother ends up turning all of her brothers into cranes. Not only that, but she also curses Shiori so that she can no longer speak, and if she does attempt to speak or write or communicate, one of her brothers will end up dying. I'm 100 pages into this and I hope to get at least halfway through it this morning. Even though it's a young adult book, it kind of reads like a middle grade story in that it's just very, very fast paced. Also very much like a fairy tale story, and it's told like a fairy tale, which I really enjoy. I am also, are you ready? Drum roll please. I'm also a total of 1 chapter into These Violent Delights by Chloe Gog, Romeo and Juliet retelling that's set in Shanghai, China, and it is, yeah, I'm only a chapter in, so I really can't say much about the book. Yes, okay, let us get some coffee and make a little bit of a to-do list, and then we can jump into reading and get through some of these books. currently 150 pages into this book. I got 50 more pages into it, and it is just such a fun read, you guys. This book is kind of reminding me, or at least the beginning is kind of reminding me of the movie Raya. I don't know if you guys watched Raya. It was a Disney Channel movie, or Disney movie. I only watched it because I have a 6-year-old little sister, so I'm like always up to date. But in that Disney movie, there's this dragon that becomes human or can shapeshift into a human. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that aspect of this book is both Chinese dragon folklore, because in the beginning of this book we meet this I was gonna say this male character, but he's a dragon that turns into a human. It just reminded me so much of the movie Raya. We have this dragon character now, and he is super cool. And another cool thing is I guess there's a whole kingdom of dragons, or like dragons somewhere in this world, because he's like the prince of dragons. Something I was kind of upset about was in the beginning of the book, our main character Shiori, she encounters this dragon and she tells her brothers like what happened. For some reason they just like didn't believe her, even though they know that Shiori herself can do magic. So you know, this whole concept of magic isn't new to them, but she literally brought a paper bird to life and like has demonstrated her magic, yet it's like impossible for them to believe that dragons could exist. I totally forgot to mention, you don't need to have read this series to read this one. I'm at the part now where our main character has been cursed and banished, and she's working for this woman as a cook, and she's really being mistreated because she is now mute. She can't talk because that's like a part of the curse. Only person or thing that she can communicate with is actually that little paper bird that she created, because they can talk with their mind. I really hope this dragon prince guy, he kind of disappeared because he went somewhere and he didn't come back. She's not in the best situation right now. I'm actually gonna take a break and do a little bit of studying. We're gonna go over to my desk over there. Welcome to my desk. Please ignore my sticky notes. I am just like, yeah, when I get really stressed out, I have to put everything on a sticky note, otherwise I'll forget it. My whole office right now is just like a sticky note. I have about an hour and a half before I have to start work, so some of you might have heard this, but I do not have my license. I'm 22 years old and I have been putting off getting my license for so long. Such bad driving anxiety, and it just gets worse every year. It's been a struggle. Right now I am completely reliant on Lyft and Uber to get around. I told myself that this year I'm gonna get my license, and it's already May and I've done absolutely nothing to like get my license. But step one is to pass the written test, and so I've been doing a morning routine of studying 2 to 3 pages out of the driver's manual, or the driver's guide. So far I've been consistently doing it for almost like a week and a half, and I'm almost about a quarter of the way through the driver's manual. So I'm gonna put on some meditative music and do a little bit of studying. Done studying, so I'm gonna get back to reading now, and hopefully I think I can get maybe 300 pages into 6 Crimson Cranes, because it's going by pretty fast. Again, it definitely feels like a middle grade read. It's like taking me back to like my Percy Jackson days. Okay, let's go. Bit of organizing, and I totally forgot that I don't know if I showed you guys how my little bookshelf on the side of my couch is coming along. I have this little kitchen bar table, and this is supposed to be for alcoholic beverages, but I'm using it for books, of course. These are some of the books that I've read recently, but I'm actually thinking of moving them onto my main shelf, but I just don't know where I would fit them on here right now. I recently read Concrete Rose, which is Angie Thomas's newest book, and I want to put it next to all of her other books over here, but I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of these books. I said this in my reading vlog, the one that I took down, but I am so excited to finally start this book because everyone has read it, and I just feel like it's been so hard not to get spoiled. I'm very much looking forward to being able to like not have to like scroll quickly past Instagram content because it's like spoilery for this book. Okay, so I think I'm gonna actually reread the prologue and then, yeah, just start over because it's been a few days since I read the prologue, and I started that other book and I kind of forgot what the prologue was about, so I'm gonna go back and like reread it. Oh my god, chapter 1 starts off in a burlesque club. I already love it. Okay guys, my alarm on my phone just went off, so I have to start work in like 5 minutes. But thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Let me know if you like the daily reading vlogs. When I work during the week, it's really hard to vlog throughout the week, and usually just my morning times is when I get reading done. So let me know if you like the morning reading vlogs, and we could totally make this like a daily thing. Until next time, keep reading, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!